Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome and thank you for tuning in for today's video. We meet again in my car because once again I am trying to get this video in before I start work. I have a pretty busy day today, so but I wanted to make sure I got this in for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about the Alani new balance pills. I wanted to do, I know in the previous video I said I was going to do an update once I finished the pills, but I've been receiving a lot of messages and a lot of questions from you guys about the pills, how I've been feeling so far, and if I think they're helping, if I don't think they're helping, and just what I think about them in general. So I decided to do a 2-week update instead of a full month. I will do the month one, the month once I finish the bottle, but for now I wanted to do a 2-week update. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. I started taking the pills on April 1st, and I did this just to make it easier on myself, just so that I could remember, you know, what day I was on, because I have 1,010,000 things going on, and you know, if I this way it's easier for me. If it's the 11th today, then I know I'm on day 11th of taking the pills. Today is the day 15th, and yesterday was 2 weeks since I started taking the pills. Okay, let's see. So since I started taking them, what has changed? I guess let's start there. What has changed and what have I noticed? Well, first, these pills claim to help with hormonal the hormonal balance, so they help to balance your hormones. They help with weight management, and they support complexion and fertility. More than anything, I started taking these pills for the hormonal balance part and for the fertility. So when I started taking the pills, I had not gotten my period. When I started taking the pills, I was already late for, I believe it was like 10 days. I was already 10 days when I started taking the pills. So I wanted to see if they would either help my period come or just balance, you know, just balance my hormones. So prior to me taking the pills, I had not gotten my period for 10 days. And I had been feeling really bad. So I had been having pregnancy symptoms, or symptoms that I would say I related to pregnancy, because I also had a missed period. So I was correlating, you know, the symptoms to a missed period to maybe being pregnant. So prior to me starting the pills, I had been feeling really tired, just really out of it, and not wanting to do excuse me, not wanting to do anything, very unmotivated, just very unhealthy. That was before I started taking the pills. When I started taking the pills, I started to notice a boost in my energy, like the first 3 to 4 days that I started taking it. I actually felt like waking up and getting ready and go to work, and versus, you know, the past few weeks that I had just been feeling really unmotivated, not even wanting to get up and go to work. I noticed a boost in energy. That's one thing that I noticed that was different from before. Another thing that I noticed is that I was thirsty all the time. Well, I'm still thirsty all the time. So I don't know if the pills are supposed to make you thirsty to help you drink water, to help with the weight management, or if this is just something that I've been experiencing and not everybody experiences this. So that's one thing that I'm noticing. I'm thirsty all the time, which I like. I don't mind, because I'm really bad at drinking water. Like I could go, you know, maybe days without drinking water, maybe just having a sip or two, but definitely not getting in my 16 ounces or even 24 ounces a day of water that we should be drinking. I'm really bad at that. Okay, so that's 2. And number 3, I would say that this is like the most, to me, this is the most important, and it's the most that I think happened due to the pills, was that on day 10 of taking the pills, I got my period. That made me really happy, and that to me just gave me more motivation to keep taking the pills, because I don't know, and I can't sit here and say, oh, I got my period because of the pills, but I also can't say that they didn't help. So I can't say that it was because of them, and I can't say that they didn't help, because I don't know that. I don't know if it was, you know, meant to happen this time around my cycle. My period was supposed to come around that time, or if it was the pills that just helped my period come. But I had to mention that because that is something that happened while I was taking the pills. So that was on day 10. Okay, on the 10th I got my period. Now one thing that now that's number what? That's number 3. Are you guys counting with me? Because I lost count already. Okay, I think that is number 3. Okay, so I got my period, you guys, and I'm super, super happy. So that happened on day 10th. Today I'm on day 15th, okay? So that happened on day 10th. Another difference that I noticed, that this, I think I do relate it, I can correlate it to the pills and taking the pills, because I can compare it to previous months that I, you know, wasn't taking the pills. The difference of the way, the difference in the way my period came and the experience of when I was on my period. Let me explain a little bit better. So before I started taking the pills, since I was a little girl, I've always suffered from really, 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 really bad cramps when I'm on my period, especially day 1 and 2. The first 2 days are always the worst for me. I get really bad cramps. You know, when I was younger, even now that I'm older, there's times where I need heating pads, where the first 2 days are also really heavy for me. And sorry, I think I should have said TMI, right? Like, to warn you guys. 2 days are really heavy for me, and also I get really bad menstrual cramps. This month, however, I could say I was really, really happy and surprised with my the way I got my period. I was expecting an incredibly higher amount and a longer period, because I had not gotten my period for 20 days. You know, I was already late. Yeah, 20 days. I was already late 20 days from a period. So I said, oh my God, when I get my period, it's going to be hell, you know? But it wasn't, you guys. Like, I did not. The day that I got my period, I was actually sitting. Oh God. The day that I got my period, it was actually the day that I went in for my pelvic ultrasound. That is the results, and all of that is going to be on another video. But the day that I went to go get a pelvic ultrasound, to see why I was so late for my period and what was going on, that day, you guys, that day I went and I used the bathroom before the exam, and I got my period. Before I get my period, I always get cramping. I always have symptoms. I always have backache. I always have you know, premenstrual symptoms, and I didn't this time. I had no idea that I had gotten my period. And I was just expecting, and I was waiting. I was like, oh my God, I got my period. I already knew I was gonna get really bad cramps, and they never came. I didn't have any bad cramping. I didn't have any headaches, because sometimes I get headaches, you know, when I'm on my period. I didn't feel any of that. And my period only lasted 4 days. I think it was 4, with obviously the last day, it's like, you know, it's not even there anymore. It's just like your body cleaning out or whatever. So 4 days, I guess you could say 5, but 4 days of actual flow. And that's it. Usually my periods last about, you know, 5 to 6 days with actual flow. This time it lasted 4 days, and it was such a, it was such an easy month. It was such an easy period. It's never this easy. There's always things going on. Oh my God. there's always you know, grumpiness happening. There's always mood swings. There's always like you know, the just that uncomfortable feeling. Everything was fine. Like everything was fine. No cramping, no headaches. The only thing I still continue to experience while I'm on my period is cravings. Like I always crave sweet cravings, but I mean, but I don't mind that. I didn't mind that at all. But but yeah, so that's another thing that I've noticed so far, and I've only been taking these pills for 2 weeks. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I did want to mention, I've been reading, you guys, if you guys leave comments, I read them. I am a mom and I do work and I do have a busy schedule, but whenever I have time, I do like to sit down and read the comments and reply to you guys. And I had been getting a lot of comments. Also, a few of you guys found me on Instagram, and if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I will link it right here or somewhere on here. If not, I will link it in the description below. And you guys direct messaged me there, and to ask me questions, and also to tell me that you guys have been taking them and the side effects that you guys have been experiencing. So I do want to make sure that I say this. A lot of you guys have been experiencing headaches while taking the pills. I have not experienced any headaches at all. Since I started taking the pills, I have not experienced any headaches. I think that's the only side effect that I feel a lot of you guys are messaging me saying that you guys are experiencing headaches. But some of you guys are telling me that you've experienced this and you keep taking them and then the headaches go away. So I think a few of you guys, actually most of you guys who have messaged me, said you guys experienced headaches the first 3 to 4 days and then they went away. I have not been experiencing any headaches at all. So again, everybody's different, you guys. The only thing I can think of and I can say that you guys might want to try, I don't know, you know, everybody's different. But you know that with me, my experience in the past, whenever I start taking really strong vitamins, or whenever, you know, I start taking just vitamins in general, I get headaches. And I feel nauseous. Like my body just can't take it. Like just can't take all the nutrients, I guess, that I'm all of a sudden taking in when my body's just not used to it. So my body takes a while to get used to it. And not just that, but again, like I mentioned before, I'm really bad with drinking water. So whenever I'm taking vitamins or other supplements, I do tend to get headaches because I'm also dehydrated. I don't keep my body hydrated. So this time around with these pills, they're doing the job for me, I guess. I'm staying hydrated because they make me thirsty. So I'm always drinking water. They make me hydrated, which I think helps with the, you know, headache, with the whole headache side effect. But I don't know, that's just me. Again, I just want to make sure I let you guys know, so that if you guys just want to maybe try drinking water and staying more hydrated, I don't know. But again, I think that's pretty much it, you guys. So far, that's all I've experienced. It's been 2 weeks, and I'm gonna do another update once I finish the pills. Again, like I said, at a month. So 2 weeks from now, I will be doing another update. But yeah, I didn't want this video to be too long. But I wanted to make sure I got this video up as soon as possible, because again, I've had a few of you guys message me wanting to know. So I just said, you know what, I can't keep them waiting, since I've already experienced a few changes. I was like, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. I want to give you guys something, and I'll give you guys another update in 2 weeks. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe and follow me in my trying to conceive journey. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.